Thomas Bowe of T-Bowe Cleaning LLC in Clearwater, Florida, came by to visit us today, and he's dropped his kids off in Savannah with his mother.
Yep.
And had to come by to the Udy household and see. Well, what'd you think?
Had to check it out. It's awesome. It's
Udy compound.
Yes, I feel like I'm watching the Udys. It's weird. Feels like you're on a movie set, bro. All we're missing is
the hoverboard?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I got it somewhere.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't answer the door in the hoverboard.
I almost did.
Totally cool. Very nice place.
So T-Bowe and I met on Facebook, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
You go live.
Yep.
I go live a lot.
Yep.
In these nerd groups.
Nerd groups. It's fun. It's really brought me to a new level. I feel like, just
with your business.
Yeah, because I mean I've met all these people that.
Mark Sager.
Look, Mark
Celebrity
Sager
status
brought me from the sludge, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, when I first met this guy, I was on the carpet cleaners page, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go vacation."
I'm gonna have to edit that out. The carpet cleaners page.
Oh, no X-nay on that. Hear that, Ashley?
He's not gonna watch.
And his name is Ashley. Every time he says something stupid, that's what I say.
He hates my YouTube video.
Does he?
Yeah, he won't watch.
Oh, whatever. Get out of here.
So Mark did what now?
So Mark said he was coming to visit, and then so I messaged him, and I was like, "Hey, maybe we should meet up for a drink. I live in Dunedin." And he's like, "All right, cool." So we met up, and we started talking. And Mark. I mean, he's just the nicest guy you ever met in your whole life. And we were talking, and I met his wife and his friends and his dogs. We had a good time, drank a bunch of beers. And Mark's never got anything mean to say about anything. And I was telling him I was in the market for a new wand when he said that you're using this stainless AW29, and that's what I was using. I didn't know what it was called. I was like, I just use a 2-jet wand. It's very small. He's like, oh, that's the AW29. That's a good wand. That's what he says. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, what wand do you use? He goes, well, I just bought the Devastator, and it's really, really nice. But you need to stick with what you can afford right now. And I was like, he wasn't being mean. He was just, telling the truth. It's a $2,000 wand, and there's only been 5 of them produced right now.
Wow.
Oh, that was early on.
Yeah, that was very early on. So like 2 weeks later was Mikey's Fest, right? So
which one was that?
In Clearwater.
And you'd never been to one?
I'd never been to one. And I showed up to Mikey's Fest just to use the Devastator wand. And
because it was right there.
It was right there. And I'm standing next to Tom Conway, and we're talking, and I was like, yeah, the only reason why I came down here today was to use this wand,
And you didn't know it was Tom?
I had no idea it was Tom Conway, the guy that made the wand, He goes, yeah, I heard it's a good wand, blah, blah. And then later on, I found out that he made the wand. And so I put it in my hand, and it never left.
You had to have it.
I just gave him back a credit card, and there you go. Ring it up.
You bought one as soon as you could, too.
That's funny, yeah, because I bought one. I don't even think I tried one out. I was just watching videos, probably yours, and Mark and some other guys, and maybe Courtney I think had one, and I was just like, I'm buying one. And I think I went from AW29 to Devastator, and then realized there's most guys go through a dozen
other. Evolution one before.
Oh, I did, yeah. We bought the Evolution one, which after the AW29, I was like, this is sweet, and I was making videos, thinking these are sweet.
Right.
And then I went to the Devastator, which again is going from a
toy.
Ford Pinto to a Lamborghini.
Yes,
and you
for
bought
sure.
2 of them.
Yeah, and we bought 2.
Yeah, I had no need for a second one until your first one breaks. I lost the valve on mine. I've never had a problem with it at all.
You bought a smaller one.
Yeah, we bought the
for me, and I never got to use it.
Oh, the 1.5 inch?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used it twice.
Sucks hard too, man.
Yeah, it does. Really, really good wand.
Yeah.
And then they took it from me.
Where'd it go?
The team.
Oh.
Somebody else uses it now. Do they still use it?
No, because we kept getting made fun of on Facebook for using a 1.5 inch tube, and I was like,
probably me.
put that up. You gotta get a 2 inch. So I bought a Dane one after that.
Did you? It wasn't as bad until I got my Vortex.
Oh.
When I got my Vortex and plugged that sucker in, my arm was very, very sore for the first couple of weeks. I'm an ambidextrous wander, so I wand this
Left
way.
hand and right hand.
Yep, and then when I get to the wall, I step over, finish here, then run back to dry stroke. When I get to the wall, I step over.
Could you do that bartending as well?
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I was a pretty good slinger, man.
That's one of the things we have in common as well is bartending. So
Yes.
Thomas worked at Bennigan's, right?
Yeah, I started at Bennigan's when I was 16, and then I couldn't serve drinks because you had to be 18. So I was a host, and I worked the pantry side, like make salads and stuff.
Were those vegan salads or?
No, they had bacon
They
bits
had
and
dead
everything. Irish
animal
place.
flesh.
All,
Okay,
all
okay.
chicken.
The best kind of animal flesh, bro. Ask Marty. So I started doing that, and then I led the serving, and then I just started slinging drinks. They were like, "You're gonna be a bartender." I was like, "All right, I'm not done with the kitchen. I'm not going back there ever again." So I just started slinging drinks, and then I moved to Tampa, Florida, and I worked at the Stadium Bennigan's there. It was one of the biggest Bennigan's in the country. They had like 3 or 4 bars like inside the building. It was awesome. They had a service bar just for servers, like a whole separate room
Oh yeah.
just for servers. I mean that shows you how much booze you're slinging.
Yeah, that's a lot of liquor.
Right. That's only open on
I wasn't that caliber. I just did a little bartending at Ruby Tuesdays for a while, mostly waited tables, but yeah, definitely learned the service aspect of the industry we're in now. When you're in any kind of waiting tables or anything like that, I think you really can perfect your people skills in that industry.
And I've never served, so that's why I have no people skills.
One of the many reasons.
I just don't like it.
That's okay.
And she's in charge of answering our phone.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
No, that's pretty good though. The way that we have met and come about. I mean, I'm not calling any other random carpet cleaners, but hey, I'm coming over to visit.
Well,
whether you
it's
like it or not.
going live. I think is really cool because it's kind of like YouTube. You put yourself out there,
Right.
and which opens yourself up for all kinds of things, good, bad, and ugly.
For sure.
And you're gonna hear you're gonna get people that
For
hate
sure.
on you.
They do.
But then you get people that get to know you or think they know you.
Right.
Like, a lot of guys think they know me, and they probably do, at least somewhat, but I don't really know them. But
Right.
it was unique because you and I both went live enough
Right.
that I felt like I got to know you because
Right.
you're very authentically real on your live.
I try
And
to
very
be.
loud.
I try to be. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? I mean, I'm
I
not
think
here to
so.
fake it.
If people ask me if he's like that what he's like on his live videos, I'm like, yeah, he's that loud.
Who, Dan or me?
Yeah, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Like he yells. And
Yeah. Yeah, we're both.
Now, did you associate with any carpet cleaners before the Facebook groups?
Just my local guys in my
Yeah.
area. There's a couple dudes that that I talked to or like asked for advice. Joey Harper. I don't know if you know Joey.
I
Harper.
do know Joey.
Joey Harper's in my neighborhood. Well, he's an hour away, but still, if I needed to reach out, he would always help me out. Or the Jordans, Kenny and Lisa Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I know
yeah.
them as
They're
well.
about an hour away from me too. So, I mean, there's backup there, and there's a lot of people that we don't even know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cleaners
That aren't online. Yeah.
that don't associate with any of that stuff.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, that was me and you for many, many, many
for
years.
many years.
So,
So-
but I think, the benefits of being plugged into the online,
Right.
the digital world, there's so many benefits to,
Right.
like we see the newest stuff when it first comes out.
right,
and-
learn all kinds of stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just being online has brought my business to a whole new level.
Same with
Us
us.
too, definitely.
It's
He didn't
insane.
vacuum for years.
Yeah,
Why you gotta be bringing up old
It's
stuff?
true.
Johnny Johnson, don't vacuum.
Johnny, we love you anyway. Every video starts off with,
The-
now
the
my
fir-
client's already vacuumed very thoroughly.
The further north you get, the less they vacuum.
I honestly didn't think it was that big a deal.
Right.
Until, I guess it was only a few years ago. And I don't know, we just started doing it. I went to the class, I got certified, IICRC, and they're like, step 1 is vacuum. And I'm like,
You see, you still didn't vacuum. We
yeah,
had a
it's
vacuum.
fine,
We
yeah.
had a vacuum on the truck, and you still didn't vacuum. I'd be like, hey, you're gonna vacuum that? And you're like, no.
Yeah. I don't know what finally clicked, but now every single job, other than large commercial restaurant, we're not
Right.
gonna vacuum. But
Right.
yeah, we kind of make it a point to like bring
If
that
I
up.
go into the home and the vacuum is out and they've already vacuumed and it's not a $35 Hoover from Walmart.
You're not gonna vacuum again.
No.
I'm not going to vacuum again. I mean, if they're running at work, that's what I just ran. There is no way there's that much soil left in this carpet.
Right.
But, I mean, like I said, if their pile is still laid down on the ground and it's all flat and matted, then you're not.
But an
vacuuming.
Orex not gonna stand up a polyester that's matted.
Oh,
down.
come on, bro.
No.
You get my Oric out. I'll show
Really?
you.
'Cause
Yeah.
we got 3 of them, and
Yeah.
I ran Orex for a while, and I like them.
Because they're so light.
But that workhorse, man.
No, I don't have a workhorse.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather have
The
a
thing
workhorse.
I love about the
Yeah.
workhorse is you can see it going in, and so there's
Right.
areas in each room that have a lot more soil, like right when you walk in the door. That's going to
Right.
have 10 times more dry soil than everywhere else. So,
Especially in our area because of sand.
Same here.
yeah, very sandy.
Yeah, extremely sandy.
Yes.
When I whip that super spinner out, the whole filter is full of sand. It makes like a little sandbar in my filter.
That's the same way with the Rotovac 360 with the brush head.
Right.
That filter is chopped. Even if you vacuum and vacuum,
It doesn't
and vacuum,
matter.
It'll,
Yeah.
It's just a little sandbar all the way up, and it slows my water down. Like I've been cleaning, and like my 3rd or 4th job at the end of the day, there's that sand and sediment in the bottom of that filter, so you can hear it hit the filter and slow down because it's not like the air is not just ripping through there like if it was empty.
Maybe you should get a workhorse.
Yeah,
or a new vortex.
that's a
New
right.
vortex. That's what he
New
wants.
Aerotech, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it's 120 grand. You better be ready. But it's bad to the bone. Eric Hills has a 2017, and that thing gets my heart pumping when I
What
see
does
it.
Frank have?
I don't remember what year his is, but he just bought one too. I want to say it's a 14.
No.
Really, really, really nice though. Yeah, those
Yeah.
things are hard not to get excited about. When you
Dude.
see how much room's in the back, I mean, there's a lot of huge advantages. Although, the Holly Boys,
Yeah.
Nathan came down and stayed with us for a while.
Here at
And-
the house?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Nathan?
yep.
Nice.
Yeah, well, we went to the dye class, and
Okay.
he went to that class, and he just stayed here. We went down to Jacksonville every day for the dye class.
It's about a week.
But we went and cleaned. Yeah, we went and cleaned a couple times, and him and his brother Mark both have Vortexes,
Right.
big trucks. And he said at the end of the trip that, oh, you guys got the perfect van for the type of cleaning you do.
Right.
You guys have, and I think that meant a lot because we do like roll up and sometimes go in the grass, or you know what I
Right.
mean, when we're doing an apartment or whatever.
Right,
So to
right.
have a big, huge truck, I mean, the hose runs get a lot crazier when you got to park out on the street, and
But that's what it makes up for. It doesn't matter how long.
Right.
True.
I could go
True.
700 feet.
it won't touch the
Right.
Section.
Yeah, it's not so much the reason I like a short hose run. Yes, it's performance, but it's just a pain. Like to run an additional
yeah.
100 feet of hose is
Oh,
just
yeah.
that much. And then when you have technicians, it's hard to be like, hey
Right.
guys, let's add another 150 feet.
For
Won't that be
sure.
fun?
For sure.
Especially because one of the vans doesn't have a automatic hose. the Butler
Butler.
doesn't have. So then
No.
Yeah.
you're humping the hose up the whole
That's
time. And I got a 2.5 inch. The first 50 feet of that 2.5
Yeah.
inch. That stuff's.
I still get tickled to death when I come out of a job and I'm hot and sweaty in the summer and I just lean against the truck and I go.
And
it
that is
reels
a
it up, dude.
powerful reel
Cole
too.
got a burn.
Yeah.
'Cause
Twinkle toes.
he left his arm like near the hose as he pushes the button. He was like, it didn't hurt at first.
Like
Took
a
about
friction burn from
it took like
ribs
20
of the-
seconds. I'm like, dude, you're done. You're supposed to touch it as
Poor
it goes.
Cole. Just kidding, Cole. You
Twinkle
watch
toes.
those.
No, I'll tell him to his face. I love him, but
That's funny. Cole's a good kid.
he is. We do like Cole.
All right, what else?
I don't know, man. That vortex gets hot, so.
The heat and the suction, much
yeah,
better.
It's crazy.
I do want to work on one. That I've never actually cleaned with one,
Yeah.
so I think that might make me want to buy one.
Yeah.
120,000 is a lot of money, but not when you consider what it could make, or what those vans out there have
Right.
made us. I mean, when you look at it in terms of that, I mean,
a
we've
new Butler's
made
what, 90? 95?
how many miles are on it? Or
A new Butler.
oh, yeah, they're right around there. Yeah, I mean, depends on what you get, but
Right.
yeah,
You need a
I
garage
think-
for all of them.
for all of our vans.
Yeah, before you get them.
Does the city bother you about the vans?
No, although we did. When we first bought this house, we didn't.
Change your
Yeah, we
license.
didn't get a business license for the city. We just kept the one in Kingsland, and eventually the inspector came out and was like, "Hey, dude, you got to get a business license. And I'm like, well, we have one in Kingsland. He's like, no, you're parking your vehicles here.
Right.
You got to get a license here. And they hit us pretty hard.
Yeah, we had to do back pay for a few years.
But other than that, they haven't really said much, which they could. They could come down.
Right.
But we're tucked so far off of the main road or whatever, so.
They only
Initially,
do
this
it
was county, and then they turned it into city in hopes that they would pave the road. And the
Right.
city said they would pave the road if the guy who owns the road would gift it to the city, and he wouldn't. He wanted them to buy it.
Bambi.
So
So
if
he's
you're
still
watching,
owns
dude, you need to just give the road to the city for crying out loud.
Give up Bambi, baby.
Just give it to them.
He doesn't even like live there anymore. So I don't.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. We need to build a garage for and that's in the plan. So I
commercial
want a
space.
pool. I want to pave Bambi. I want to build a huge shop out back. Get a Lambo, green with blue flames. A Hummer, blue with green flames.
Why Hummer?
Why not?
That's not very.
Eco-friendly.
Yes, that's not
That's
very.
not the
yeah,
kind
it's
of
not
vegan
very
I am.
crunchy.
That's not the kind of vegan I am. I mean,
You drink crystal water and
I do drink crystal water and I don't eat meat, but I'm not the kind of. I'm not.
you don't care about the environment.
I love the environment, but I don't think. I think not eating meat. No, not that I think this. I know that not eating meat makes a bigger impact in the environment than driving Ford Focus or Prius.
Prius.
There you go.
Why?
Prius.
Well, because factory farming and what that's done. If you watch
what's the
any of the documentaries on
What's the
Netflix,
documentary?
okay, you probably
I
should.
don't wanna
It'll
be
mess up.
terrified,
Yeah,
dude.
it'll mess up your
I don't
whole.
want to be like you.
Well,
That's the one
the
about mainly about the
pollution,
cows.
like the amount of energy that it takes to produce a pound of meat is crazy.
From the store, right.
Crazy.
What is that one?
I don't
You made Marilyn watch, and it was about the cows and the population.
It's Forks Over Knives?
Yep.
Forks Over Knives.
That's
Don't
what
watch it.
They do with the
watch
little baby male chickens.
You'll have a tough time eating your normal diet. And T-Bowe likes to hunt. So
I do.
He likes
I do.
to
I'm an
murder
avid
innocent
hunter, for
animals.
sure.
And
Well,
he
there's
just taught his daughters how to murder innocent animals.
There's
And
a
how old are your
Hulu
daughters?
documentary.
11 and 10, and they just smoked some badass Osceola swamp chicken.
Right in the face.
Pow! Right in the face, baby. In the face.
It's not vegan. It's not vegan
Did you
at
call
all.
them swamp chickens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Osceola swamp chickens.
Instead of a turkey.
Yeah. Okay. There's like 4 main species of turkeys. Okay. You have your easterns, where you live, north of Florida. Well, actually, half of Florida only has Osceolas. The southern half of Florida. Everything else is considered an eastern, up the eastern seaboard. Over here, like Wisconsin, Iowa, they're called Merriams.
Colorado?
Colorado.
Okay.
They have a white bar across the top of their feathers. So I think they're the prettiest birds.
Okay.
Because it's so dramatic. How
Does that make it
brown.
harder to murder them right in the face?
No,
when you-
not at all. Not at all.
Prettier the bird, the harder they fall.
That's right. That's right. Down south, like in Texas, they're called Rios, because they're closer to the Rio Grande, so they're called Rios
Okay.
there. And then there's another subspecies, Easterns, Merriams, Rios,
Swamp chicken.
Osceola.
Osceola.
Osceola is where I live, and you can only get those in southern Florida. So it's
Are you
fun.
in southern Florida then? Is that where
Clearwater?
Clearwater is?
Clearwater. So I'm a little bit south of Orlando.
Okay.
So Clearwater, Florida.
Still central, or is it?
Yeah, I would say it's central. It's not so much South Florida, but it's the southern part of Florida.
We
I
should
like
go.
it.
We
I
should
like
go
it.
stay down there.
Oh, dude, you'd like it.
Yeah,
It's
we
chill.
were supposed to go to Clearwater for the experience, but we didn't. We never.
I go to all those shows because they're right there,
They're
but they're
right
not
there.
having it there anymore.
They're not because
They
of
said
the
that
coronavirus.
building's
Or
not big enough.
No,
Oh.
because they did it in Ohio and then was.
you were going to go to the one in Ohio.
I
right?
was, yes, but they just canceled it, so we're not doing that now. I go to all the trade shows and help Eric with the zippers.
That's right.
She got one in Vegas.
Yes.
That would be fun.
Are you going to Vegas?
We hope so.
I hope so. When is that one?
September?
It's coming
That's
up.
what I think Courtney said was September.
Well, we went to Vegas for Mikey's Fest, but we didn't go for the experience.
no.
So I'd like to do the experience this time.
Yeah.
I've never been to any of those. The only industry event we've ever been to is Mikey's Fest. If you can even consider that an industry. Well, I guess now that the IICRC is on board, it's
Hey,
technically
look,
an industry event.
this last Nashville was crazy.
I
Okay?
love Nashville.
Nashville was awesome. Number one, the city.
Number
was
one,
great.
you got to meet me in person.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
one of you and Johnny Johnson. I'm not gonna lie. Johnny Johnson's like one of my favorite people, bro.
I love John.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, but Something about that guy.
He's just positive.
He is.
He's always happy.
Yeah.
He's laid back too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's
Hot
real.
damn.
He's real.
Hot damn.
Can't make this up.
Can't make this
that's
stuff
what I
up.
love. Can't make this stuff up.
Yeah. He's
He
good.
needs a YouTube channel for real.
Yes. He does need a YouTube channel.
Swamp chicken.
So that was good. Meeting you was nice, and the meeting these people that you see online or on TV, you know, it's pretty good. People notice me when they recognize me. They're like, "Oh," you know, that's kind of like, "Hey, that guy's seen me before."
Yeah.
You know, it's a little weird and cool at the same time. You know.
Yeah, I remember when we first went to. Well, I guess not first. Was Vegas your first event?
Vegas was my first, but Minnesota.
My second.
Yeah, Minnesota
Yeah.
was your first.
So when we went to Vegas, there was a number of people that were like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey, man!" I was like, "They know you."
Yeah,
I'm
we're like in the
"Yeah."
elevator, and like there's two guys who are like, "Hey, Beauty, Hollywood Beauty," and I was like,
Hollywood. Yes. That's
But I'm
what
like,
I do.
"Who are you?"
"Yeah." What was it, Greenville? That was a good one too.
Yeah, Greenville was great. I
You
mean,
went
I
to-
love that one because you had Chandler, Courtney, Chad. You had the Cleaner
Cleaners
Connect crew.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much showed up.
I got to hang out with Chandler. That was cool. He's a cool dude.
I love Chandler.
Yeah.
He's always got words of wisdom. No
He
matter
does.
What it is.
He's very, very kind. That was the thing that really shocked me. Not that like he comes off as unkind, but he
Right.
was just so kind and gentle. And like when I met him, I think I met him in Minnesota.
I think so too.
I think he was at the first one I ever went to. Yeah, he was. And I had dinner with him, like the first night. And I was
Right.
like, this dude is the nicest guy in the
No,
world.
he's
I'm
super
like,
chill. We had a good time. He got us kicked out of the club because he was wearing sweatpants.
oh. Come on, Chandler. Sweatpants?
I was about to tell the bouncer.
Sounds like a Courtney move, but not
You should have told
Chandler.
me.
This is David Tyree, man. He's a famous basketball
I
player,
was
bro.
gonna say,
You
you
better
should
back
say
up. You better
he's in the
recognize.
NBA or something.
He plays for the Nuggets. You better get out of here, man.
It would totally be believable.
Yeah, he is tall enough. And he can play some ball, apparently. So.
But he didn't show up cleaning in them like Courtney showed up in his.
Flip-flops.
It's-
Well,
it's
Courtney
live.
said straight up he's
No,
not
he-
doing
no,
it.
he
He
for
showed
sure.
before he even showed up. He's like, I'm not cleaning anything. And I saw him clean several
Nothing.
things. I saw him clean
I'm
several.
sure the exact words were, I'm not cleaning nothing.
Or no, I heard I'm not cleaning a four-letter word.
You can't put that on YouTube.
Yeah, so I said four-letter word.
No YouTube.
Yeah, but he eventually did change his shoes. And he cleaned a hallway, I think.
And he cleaned all the whole
Just that
door.
hallway.
You can't talk bad about your boyfriend Courtney.
I cleaned the hallway. That's all I cleaned. I was like, all right, I did my part. There's 900 other people here.
I got a lot of people upset with me because I was on the video thing for a couple hours straight when I first showed up. I was doing nothing but just filming, and Bob Pruitt got real angry about
Did he?
Yeah, he was, not just me, because I think when I started the trend, because I'm like with my light ring, and,
Right.
and then next thing you know, everybody's kind of like filming, and Bob's like, nobody's cleaning anything.
Right.
What are we doing? We're on video.
I think there was a lot of people cleaning.
There was,
Yeah.
but they wanted more. I mean, they didn't.
there were so many people there. There's
So
only
many.
so many lawns.
Right.
There's only so many
What
moms.
killed me is they're like, take it slow, take your
Right.
time. And by lunch, they're like, speed it up, let's get to work.
That's
Like,
right. That's
Enough
right.
education, come on.
Yeah.
Like Vegas, everyone had to do something because there wasn't enough of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I think that's where it needs to be a little bit more managed, a little bit better, because we all didn't need to be there.
No, it was a
It
great
was fun.
opportunity for education, but I think it was a little too many people in that, for
Right.
that one.
For education-wise, though, for the people that were really there to get, I was not there to learn
Right.
a damn thing.
Right,
I
exactly.
told everybody that. I'm bringing my wife. I'm writing this shit off, and we are PARTY-ing. Okay, that's how this is gonna go. And I showed up. I did my part, and we bounced, and we had a great time. And but I think that like for the aspect of somebody coming in there to learn something,
Sure.
like I was 4 years ago,
Sure.
5 years ago. They need that. It would have been a benefit to them with less people and more instruction.
smaller ones.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if we get this kind of a turnout everywhere, then we won't ever have that issue again, where there's not enough people
Right.
and everyone can learn something. So that just, that was a small place.
Yeah,
It's-
it was really
It was very, very small.
Yeah, the
Confined.
first one I went to in Minnesota was huge. And we had a lot of people and a lot of cleaners, but we needed a lot of people and a lot of cleaners. So pretty much from the time I showed up, there was no video. I think I went live maybe
Once or
for
twice.
yeah, it was short though. I mean, as soon as I'd do it, somebody would catch me. I'm like, oh, I gotta put that in. I was working hard.
Right.
We all were. I mean, we all worked really hard to get that done, but we got it done really quickly too.
In Minnesota.
Yeah,
In
Minnesota.
Vegas was just a smaller place.
Yeah,
A smaller crew. I mean, it was still a lot of us, but
it was neat though because that's when you got to do some bleach spot repair.
no, that was Greenville.
Oh, was that Greenville?
In
Oh,
Vegas
that's
is when
right.
we did all the upholstery outside.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And we
With,
got to meet Dusty
Sam.
Bell, Sam Miller. Yep, I'd never met Sam at that point, I don't think. Because he wasn't in Minnesota. I don't figure. I don't remember. Anyway, this is probably getting way too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to mash the thumbs up, leave a comment below your favorite part, and subscribe to their channel. And subscribe to T-Bowe's channel,
Hey.
T-Bowe Cleaning LLC.
Or
Look
big-
it up.
Hashtag Big Truck Tommy.
Hashtag Big Truck Tommy, and yeah, let's get him some subscribers. So
That's
if you're
right.
not subscribing to Tommy's channel, then you need to.
That's right.
And
Good
let's put a
stuff.
plug in for Eric's zipper. If you
That's
don't have
right.
a zipper, contact Eric Hiltz and get you a zipper.
That's
Nothing
right.
cleans like a zipper
Yeah,
wand.
those are
That's
fun.
right.
Those are fun. I
Walk
do those.
behinds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a good video somewhere on our vlog of us zippering like an entire church sanctuary or something.
That's where it's at, man.
Yeah.
Seeing the 15-inch out there.